Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we turn our attention to a story that has stirred strong reactions across South Africa. Protesters have taken to the streets demanding that the government hold local companies financially supporting Israel accountable. Please stay with me until the end so you can see the sources of this news and verify it for yourself. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated with more news that matters to South Africans. The protests reportedly took place in several cities, where groups of South Africans gathered outside corporate offices and government buildings. The protesters' main concern is that some local companies are providing financial backing or investments linked to Israel, which they claim contributes to actions they consider unjust. Their call is for the South African government to step in and ensure accountability, questioning whether these companies are aligning with values that South Africans support. This debate touches on both corporate responsibility and foreign policy. On one hand, companies argue they operate within the global market and make investment decisions based on profitability and shareholder interests. On the other hand, protesters feel that companies should take a moral stand, especially when their financial actions may impact international conflicts. For many South Africans, this is not just about business, it is about ethics and solidarity with oppressed communities abroad. Among the protesters, there is a strong sentiment that the government has a role to play in monitoring and regulating corporate involvement in international affairs. They argue that companies should not be allowed to indirectly support policies or actions that contradict South African values of human rights and social justice. Some even went as far as proposing financial audits and transparency reports to track where corporate funds are going and who benefits from them. Reactions from the corporate sector have been mixed. Some companies issued statements affirming their commitment to ethical business practices, while others remained silent, choosing not to engage publicly on the political controversy. Legal experts point out that while companies are accountable to shareholders, there is no current law explicitly preventing financial investments in foreign entities based on political disagreements. This gap has become a focal point for activists demanding reform. The protesters also made it clear that their aim is not to disrupt the economy but to encourage ethical behavior. Signs carried by demonstrators included messages like support human rights, accountability first, and no money for injustice. The atmosphere, while tense, reportedly remained peaceful, and organizers stressed that they wanted their voices heard without resorting to violence. This story raises a broader question about how countries, governments, and corporations intersect with global politics. South Africans have long taken strong positions on international issues, from apartheid solidarity campaigns to environmental advocacy. The current protests fit into this tradition, highlighting that ordinary citizens want to see moral accountability extend beyond national borders. On a lighter note, it seems protesters might be giving the government a bit more work than their usual paperwork pile. But jokes aside, it underscores the power of citizens to push for transparency and ethical conduct, reminding companies that the public is watching and cares deeply about social justice. That wraps up today's update. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss an important update. Make sure to watch until the end to see the sources and verify this news for yourself. All images used are for illustration purposes only. News sources: Times Live, Daily Maverick, Eyewitness News, SABC News.